Good evening, everyone. It was the largest single-day act of clemency in U.S. history. President Joe Biden granted pardons and commutations to 1,500 people yesterday, including one woman from Western New York.
Her name is Wendy Langton, and our Trina Canterson talked to her about this second chance. Trina.
Dave and Kelsey, close to 1,500 Americans who were placed on home confinement during the COVID-19 pandemic and who
It's really an acknowledgement that we, behaved ourselves and clearly made some changes and acted right.
After nearly 4 years of active opiate addiction spiraling into selling drugs, Langton was arrested in October of 2017. Her sentencing in 2018 left her behind bars in Danbury, Connecticut, serving a 15-year sentence for conspiracy to distribute a form of fentanyl.
It felt like there was no end in sight. It was very difficult to deal with and to imagine, how am I going to handle this? What am I going to do?
In 2020, Langton was released from prison to serve the rest of her time on home confinement. She ended up having to stay in Danbury, although all of her children were actively living in Canada. She wears an ankle monitor at all hours of the day and must report her whereabouts to her supervisor.
On one hand, yeah, it was great. You're at home, you can choose your own food, you can sleep in a real bed, you can be with your loved ones. But on the other hand, you're always scared of having to go back.
Since being home, Langton has found work in prison reform advocacy. She attends drug and alcohol counseling and substance abuse group therapy weekly, saying she has seized every offer that has come her way to better herself. Following Thursday's announcement, she realized in just a few months, all of her work will have paid off.
At that point, my husband had taken a nap. I went and told him, and I went and woke him up. I was like, honey, I got it. My name is on the list. I got it.
Langton said she is relieved her and her family will not have to endure any more pain based on a mistake she made when she was an entirely different person. Now she says she is not taking for granted any of the things that life gives her.
I'm looking forward to everything. There's nothing I'm not looking forward to, honestly.
Now, Langton had been worried she would have not been able to attend her daughter's wedding next year in Canada. Tonight, she tells us she will be dancing at her daughter's wedding this summer with nothing but pride and hope for the future. In the studio, Trina Canterson, News 4.